Take
7 o'clock in the
take
morning.
his,
Take his food away?
yeah.
You make him cry.
No.
He's trying to go to sleep. He
Seven-
says, you dirty bird.
7 o'clock in the mornings,
Mhm.
you can hear him going down the runway, taking off.
Oh my.
They're
Hurry,
getting
Uncle Jimmy.
They're getting ready to cry.
Okay, go ahead.
He likes to get him crying.
Come on,
He says,
Sarah.
what is that
Get
I
your drink. Sit down and
see?
get your drink. Now look at Jimmy.
Wave at me.
Sarah, look at Jimmy and wave at him.
Sarah. I'll show it to you in
Stop
a minute.
now.
Sarah.
Now last time she was all for it.
Yeah.
She's going through a stage where she's shy. She's real shy.
See the red lights, Sarah? Huh?
Got that thing up to her mouth. She's not going to take it down.
Is Shannon as tall as she is?
Yeah.
I believe she is too. Is she little for her age?
She,
here?
yeah, a little bit. Yeah. She's 35 inches tall.
I believe she
I
is.
asked the doctor about that. I asked him if she was good for her age.
Oh,
He
yeah,
said she's
she's
just
fine.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
Get your hand out of your mouth.
Tell me about your Sunday school. Huh?
Tell me about going to your church.
Get your hand away from your mouth. Don't do that again. Now wait. Come on, don't you spit that out of your mouth. Swallow it.
Go on.
Swallow.
Tell him about showing in the church. And Daddy's office is in the church.
Where is your dad? Huh? Where's Daddy? Huh? Where's Daddy at?
Wave at Jimmy. I'll give you this back if you wave at Jimmy.
Are you going to Cleveland?
Yeah.
Just to see that like that, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, they favor their pictures.
Luckily, that they look that much alike. At first I didn't
Thank you for
I didn't see that much resemblance, at first.
Yeah.
But the more I looked at it, get me and my fat body in that picture.
Oh, me and my fat body.
Yeah, I gained, I lost 19 pounds and then I gained it, I must have gained it right back.
I lost 10 at the first of the year.
I don't think she's gained a bit.
She works hard. doesn't
Yeah.
Sarah.
She said that at one point that she thought about quitting work. She said that now she's got both the children.
she can't now?
She's trying to get out of clothes and stuff.
Yeah. But the kids are happy?
Okay, good, huh?
Tell them what you're eating.
All right, now, here it comes out now, what's it?
Tell them what you're eating, Pop.
Say, see this?
Pink grapefruit.
Huh?
Tell them what you're eating.
Eating a pink grapefruit.
Tell Faye what you're eating.
Eat my pink grapefruit. I love
Did I get in your way, Jimmy?
That's all right.
them. Put them here. See, I kick that out with my thumb.
Daddy, look up at Jimmy.
Huh?
Look up at Jimmy.
I look at it. Hi, Faye, you want a bite?
So tell Dennis. Tell Dennis.
Tell Dennis his wall fell down.
Dennis, you want to buy this here?
Yeah.
Hey, Dad. Tell Dennis his wall fell down. Tell Dennis his wall fell down. Downstairs.
Oh. His wall fell down.
Yeah.
Storyteller.
Say,
The steps rotted out.
steps rotted out and your wall fell down.
Man, they didn't do it, Dennis. They pulled his leg, but I could use it here.
That's what's gonna happen to that deck.
That's all there is left of that grapefruit. Man, I got the goodie in my stomach.
You know what? That grapefruit eat up the cow. Jimmy, you want something to eat?
Oh,
Get your fruit. Take us right here on the side.
What?
Oh, he's doing it already.
How about that?
Oh no, she says, not me again.
No.
Not me. Turn around and wave at him.
Oh, Lord, help me now.
I look too awful.
Those are pretty good over there. They look pretty.
Jimmy, Tina was with Walter's group. She come over and talked to Daddy. I don't know, true or not, they've had a lot of trouble. There've been trucks over there nearly all last week and this week, working on it.
I think it's pretty.
That's
I hope you're getting her instead of me.
I hope he ain't getting me.
It sure is humid.
Huh?
It's hot this day in Tennessee. It's got worse since we went up yonder. Do you know what I mean? It's very humid.
Take my pictures, that's what I want to say.
You didn't take anything yesterday?
yeah.
Just
Now, just tell us all you
You
like.
should have taken
Oh, you don't work that
Just-
camera.
Just
That's expensive camera.
tell us all your life now.
Yeah.
Just keep talking.
Oh.
Well, I've talked all my life. How about that candy you went and pulled her in there?
Candy?
Supposed to open it.
Well, open it.
He
Been
got
out there.
that at the airport.
M&M.
I got that free.
In Dallas? Was this the Dallas airport we got it at?
Yeah.
He gave me, it was 90 cents a package. And he gave me 2 for 90 cents.
Yeah.
You got a free candy there, Paul.
How come y'all
She got it
took
made.
that American instead of the other?
I called.
I,
Are we taping?
Oh,
I called
Here, this eat with me.
Delta.
No, I don't want any. You eat it. I don't need it.
And we've been thinking about coming
Come back.
since he's been sick, but we didn't. He never did really have the time to leave, and it seemed like right now was the time. So I said, well, we're gonna call and just see how much. We hadn't even called.
You know, it's
It was $900 round.
Oh,
It
amazing
could have
how
been
those cameras
$1,800
work
for
out.
us.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I hung up and said, we can't go. And
You know, go
so
ahead.
I thought, well, I'm gonna call other airlines and just see. And called American first, and I said, I want the cheapest
How much
flights
is
you
it?
have.
Film cost for something.
And they had
I
a
get
fall
them,
special,
Sometime
$198,
for $3.
but you had to fly
They'll film
Tuesday or
up
Wednesday.
to,
Had to return on Tuesday or Wednesday.
I believe it's 8
You don't
hours.
get a refund if you can't come. You lose your money completely. It only give you so many hours.
8
to buy
hours
the
of
ticket.
filming, 6 to 8 hours of filming.
So I just felt like the Lord
But
just
you'd be surprised how
provided
much-
it.
Now I had this on
And so I made a reservation.
with you guys,
We had
I
to
did
leave from
with-
Sacramento. They were
with
sold out.
Mita's dad and
You had to
mom.
buy
Yeah.
it before
And I
September
did
1st.
with,
And you traveled from
with,
September the 9th
Mitch's
through
little-
December the 15th.
started off with Mitch's little,
And
two
except for
little boy, or
Thanksgiving, you
little boy and
can't
little
travel
girl.
on Thanksgiving.
down their house.
So I made a reservation.
I'll show you how much
and
film
was
I
about
used,
to
very
go get her
little.
tickets, and I thought,
Very little film.
Dee Dee has yelled at us ever since they've been married.
You
Take
run-
us to
you run a
Tennessee,
film-
take us to
Can
Tennessee.
you run a film off of
Well,
this?
that's all
thing?
we've heard. Take us to
Play it back.
Tennessee. And so I was in there doing my hair
Yeah.
one day, and I come in
Uh,
with Jimmy, and I said,
I don't have the attachment, but I'm gonna buy it because I got a TV in my trailer that I got. And when we go out, I can use this as a VCR. In fact, if
Anyway,
I had
we
the
got
adapter,
on
I
the
can show it right
phone.
on your TV
or I come in, I
now,
said,
what I'm
this is the
filming
time
now.
to take
Oh,
a
I
part,
see.
and Dee Dee, we
See, it
could
makes
all
it,
go
I
for
could
under
show you once
$1,000.
I get through
I
there a
knew they
little bit.
couldn't afford it, but we could pay
I just
for
want
it.
you to just talk and,
It's really
So,
me.
we called.
It's a quiet. Isn't it?
And
yeah.
it's
But you watch
Bart's
that
vacation
that
week.
lens there when you move back
But
and
every
forward,
year
move
they
back now,
have-
watch it.
the,
Watch it turn. See, it's
every year they
focusing.
have their
on it.
family get together.
Let's-
Did it run in
They
now?
meet at
Yeah,
condo.
see the black, see it's going around?
Did it?
See, there it
They
goes?
went-
Tom, you better get in on that here. Uncle, can give me some sugar. Come on.
Be sweet now, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Tell us how you feeling, I mean, about the last couple of days. You feeling better, or,
Well, I'm feeling better.
yeah?
If you see me when I come out of the hospital,
Well, you know,
I couldn't make it up the steps.
I was just amazed that Snook was telling me that, how you was hallucinating about
Yeah.
seeing things. You haven't did that while I'm here. Did I change you or something by coming from California?
Well, I don't see you, might have called it.
Yeah. Scared you to death.
It scared it out of you.
No,
hurt him up.
I'm still not as bad as, I'm not as bad as I was.
But you have been talking about it.
No, we've been talking about other things, so.
Yeah.
But I usually see a person on my left here, or I could just be walk around and he'll follow me and things like that.
But have you seen it the last 2 days?
No,
Let's see
no,
there.
he's left,
Yeah, he left when I come.
and
You run him off.
I run him off.
I ran him off. And,
See, I-
and that there woman and girl that was fooling with my plates in there, she hadn't been back.
That's good. You could forget about that.
She was
Well, just don't even think about it. That's cancel that out of your mind.
Mhm.
So you gotta start thinking, hey, I'm gonna get out of it. I'm gonna pull out of this. I tell you,
I'm going to.
you
I'm gonna run them off.
you pull out of it.
They kind of laughed about it, and really marveled about what I was telling them. Hey, the party was working my house over, and we're tearing the walls, prise the walls up, and everything like that. And I could see them even raise that wall that far, and everything.
You were just thinking that.
Well,
wasn't
I was
happening,
thinking
yeah.
that,
You was thinking.
But that's what I thought they were
Yeah.
doing. And I went through that ordeal for longest, and I tried to trap them people doing that work, and they were doing the work now, like hanging those drapes. They put them drapes up.
Now
I
they-
don't understand why they did it.
I knew they didn't because I put them up.
Mama put them up.
You just thought they did. You just
Yeah.
saw that in your mind. But it,
Oh, you did.
I did.
Mom did.
How come you didn't tell me?
well, honey, I've had them up a long time. You know I put them up.
Well, they straightened them up. That's
Well,
what
I don't
You-
know. You just thought you saw
Come
some.
on. Have you ever thought about rebuking them people?
Yeah, when you
Well, I
when they're
did
around, do
everything
you?
I did everything, threatened, put them in jail and everything.
Well, have you called on the Lord Jesus?
No,
to-
I
at
hadn't.
the time. That's what me was talking about. When the devil wants to put those things in your mind too. I'm
Yeah.
not I'm not saying you're not sick, but
Yeah,
he'll make a well person think bad, think wrong
Yes,
sometimes.
we do.
but
So-
I'm much better now.
Well,
I don't see it. Maybe you run him off.
I hope I did. I hope he
Yeah.
stayed.
Well, Jimmy prayed for you, and maybe the
Well,
Lord-
other people's prayed for
Other
him too,
people-
and
Yeah,
Yeah.
about 3 people the other day
Tommy.
here, didn't he?
Yeah.
Tommy and that other preacher and that boy and
but you
I
know
know
what
he
you got to
got
do, Dad, too. You gotta.
I believe that's what it
You
was.
gotta, I think, when I get down, and I'm not sick like you are, but when I get down, I start thinking about the worst things in the world, things that, I wouldn't do for nothing, but yet it comes to my mind. Even the pastor has talked to us, and he telling us one time about, he was gonna counsel this lady, and she come in and so, she was such a pretty lady that the devil attacked him right there and was putting bad thoughts in his mind. He said, if I'd have sat there, and he was telling us from the pulpit, so if I'd have sat there and let the devil put it in my mind, I would have sinned. But I didn't do it. I got up and I went into the bathroom and I said, devil, you don't have no room in there. I said, I just screamed it out. I said, devil, leave me alone. You don't have no part of me.
Yeah.
And said, he straightened himself up, went back in, so now we'll
Well, I
talk.
talked to the Lord.
Well, this is what I was getting at. This is,
Rebuke that when
you
it
gotta
comes
keep-
on you.
you got to keep talking to the Lord. Tell him that how you feel, that you love him. And a lot of these things, if you keep your mind on the Lord, then the devil don't have, or I'm not saying the devil, but those thoughts sometimes don't have no place to get in there.
Yeah, I know.
This wise, you ought to start watching Pat Robinson some on. Do you watch
I
him
watch
very
it,
much? This is, he's an uplifting guy, I think.
You ever thought about letting them pray for you?
Huh?
You ever
Pat
call them in,
Robinson?
let them pray
I
for you?
haven't called.
They'll
Have you ever
pray
called in
for you if
sometime,
you
let 'em
call.
pray for you
No, I haven't.
when you're feeling real bad.
Yeah. They take prayer requests on there and they
do.
mention, they pray right on the
You
TV
don't
for
have
you.
nobody to call at your church when he's real bad.
No, I
Yeah,
have never called.
I could call Brother Bailey.
Yeah.
Call him anytime.
Yeah.
They don't have a prayer line or anything.
I really know, that Sister, Lambert,
Uh-huh.
she sent him a card, and it had some,
They,
let me see this little card.
They
there's a
have
lot of
24-hour
difference between in
prayer
the
line.
last few days.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I
great.
don't even see the guy no more.
Yeah, great. I'm glad that you even
had
giving
this
Mama a
card
little
in there.
rest.
That's
I was
what it is.
beginning to worry about Mama snooping all of them.
That's
Yeah.
what it
That
is,
it was
Brad.
overdoing it, But
Yeah.
why don't you do something for me? Why don't you tell me a little about, get it on film about your, back when you was a kid, about when you were growing up. Huh?
She,
About my life history.
Well, start when
she
you,
did something, I don't know.
when you,
Well,
first thing you remember.
It's for prayer,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I thought you
Well, when I
Go
was-
up till the time you got married or whatever.
People, they
When
should
I
have
first
something for people
started
to
out in
call
life
you.
to
A lot of times
remember,
you
in
do.
remembrance, I fell off a load of hay at 2 year and a half. That was going into the fill our swimming pool.
You got-
We made a turn there and I slid off of this hay. We live right there in the corner house where you go in the lake. Ariel got stuck in there. Mama couldn't get him to back out, and he crawled got past him in the joist. Had to take the floor up and get him out. He wouldn't back out. He was just up in there. See, my dad died when I was 3. I got out of the bed. He was sick, and I had to get up, and he died that day.
How old you, then?
I was 3.
3-year-old.
3-year-old. He
Do you remember?
lived in a little bitty 2-room house.
Hey, I'm running.
Little bitty 2-room house, and one room's all the one we occupy.
Yeah.
Just one room. Hey, the woman, the girl mine was bad, and it lived in the other room. And it's down below Barnell, the old man Walt Barnell. But see, Mama moved down on Parker Street when I was 4. They were working to the hosiery mill. Had a pretty good job. Man Marcotte come along and went to talk to her, and they corresponded a little while, and he got married. Worst mistake she ever made. And we moved from there to Frank Brown's old house,
Frank, down in the valley?
down on the railroad,
Yeah.
in that junkyard.
You know where it's at, don't you?
And didn't have but 1 room or 2 rooms downstairs, and you had to climb up a ladder, just one of the 4 nailed on as cleats, up a ladder to get up in the attic, and that's where we slept, up in the attic. 6 kids. And I rode a horse behind Stella, and the horse, she went to galloping, and as she gallops, I was bouncing on that horse, and I bounced her off and pulled Stella off and fell right on top of her. I'll never forget that. I just 5. But we moved. We bought a piece of property up in the old home place that was from Kaler's. And Kaler's, well, the old man bought it for about $400, something like that, around about $400. And right there is when I went to Michigan Avenue School, in the old school on a single, just a single building, long building for school. At 5 years old, and I went with Becky that year just to visit. That summer, from 5 to 6, they built a new school. That's Michigan Avenue School was built.
The brick one?
Yeah, when I was 5, going on 6. And I went there the first year it was ever open. And then I stayed home a little while, and my stepfather picked up a smoothing iron behind my head and says, "If you don't leave, I'll kill you." Well, I didn't know what to do at 10 years old. I just reached up and got me an old army overcoat, put it across my shoulder. It was mine. It was a gift to me. And I didn't know where I was going, nothing about it, but I went over in the woods. Mama seen how I went, and she followed me. And then she says, I'm going to take you down to Uncle Tom Jackson's. I went down to Uncle Tom Jackson. Uncle Tom, a little later in the day, but he said, "You take Jim up the top of the hill of the old man's raven, you bring him back." So they took me to the top of the hill, just overlooking the old house. And he was on the warpath. He was, "Bring him on down here, I'll beat him to death this black stick whip."
Hmm.
And so I was only 10 at that time. So they took me back home, and I slept between both of them. I'll never forget the sleeping between
What was their name?
Amber Luther.
Black family.
Yeah, and but they treated me like Aunt Lou, she treated me like her boy.
Mm.
Fed me and everything. But my Uncle Leonard Parrish wanted to adopt me. So he says, "I'll give you a home from here out. You come and live with me." That was down Mouse Creek. And I said, told Mom, "I better take it, I guess." He said he'd give me a horse and saddle at 21 years old. He'd give me a horse and saddle paid for it.
Mm.
Well, of course, I could have bought a dozen horse and saddles for that. But I went out there, and he was worse than the old devil himself. And he got me in the corn crib, and he just beat the socks off of me over this one tree. The dung around that tree, I missed it. It was in the garden, and I dug around all the rest of them, but I missed one. So he whooped me there in the corn crib. And in my mind, I said, "You'll never whoop me again." So we was out on the slicking and run the slicker to bust the clods behind the house. He told me to ride the slicker and drag the dirt into the washers. I missed one, riding it, and he watched me. And here he come, he's gonna whoop me. Well, I knew this team of horses. I knew them like a book. And as soon as he got pretty close, I just throwed them lines. I knew they would go on a loose line. Throwed the lines like that, and them horses took off, and he took off after the horses. But I went home to Aunt Minnie. She was just yours. She was one of the finest ladies I ever seen. I said, Aunt Minnie, get my clothes together. I'm leaving right now.
That was his husband, or wife?
Huh?
That was his wife?
Yeah. Aunt Minnie Perry. And so I hopped on the Bill Johnson, old Russell, T-model Russell gear truck, all lumber. And when I got home, got home again, started back home like I thought, well, I'll just go back home. The old man seen me coming and he went to cussing and he just raved, just raved. But I did get to stay just a little while. And then he died at 12. I was 12 years old. Had his appendix busted, appendicitis busted. And gangrene set up in it. It'll kill you in 9 days. He died in 9 days.
Was you still going to school then?
Yeah, yeah.
How far did you go in school?
I just went to the 6th grade. I should have took my examination, and I didn't. I went through it up to the test. But
You didn't finish the 6th grade?
no, I'll tell you what happened. Mary, my stepsister,
Mary Turpin?
I never wanted Mary to do anything for me. I never did want to lean on her. So she told me if I would go on to school, that she'd send me through school, which I wished I had took her up on it.
Mary's dead now, right?
And so I turned her down, and I went to Edgar Collins, gave me a job at 50 cents a day in my board of making a crop for him. I stayed with him when I was 13. And when I was 13, then I stayed there till I was 15. 15, I came to town, brought my harvest, took it into Stella's and paid my board for a little while. So I got a job in the foundry. I was working there. Well, actually, I was bucking, putting up a flash. You like you usually put up a flash for. I was putting a flash up for Joe Newman,
The flats.
brother, and
Yeah.
and Daddy Jones says, Jim, if you can do that for him, you can do it for yourself, just like that. Says, I'll give you a job. And that's when the Wage and Hour Bill came out. It came out that year, at the first of the year, and taking effect. And my birthday came in March. So
Tell them what that type of job, what you're talking,
mold is right.
molding.
Yeah. I had to learn. I had to go
building.
through apprentice. I had to go through apprenticeship on that. And
Was this at Brown's or
Hardwick's.
Hardwood Stove Foundry?
Hardest stove foundry. And they put me on a logwood side, and you had to cut gates. You had to cut gates to pour your iron in. And if you didn't tuck those gates just right, they would break down. And that was the hardest thing I ever did. It was 16 weeks, or I believe 16 weeks. If you didn't make a goal in 16 weeks, they wouldn't carry on.
Yeah.
But Daddy Jones kept fooling with me and said, you'll make it, you'll make it. And I finally learned how to tuck those gates, and I run that logwood side.
Then
But I became a molder, and then I made fairly good money. And
from 15 to you was a molder from 15 to 19 when you met Mom.
well, yeah, during that time I bought a car or two, maybe from like
What was the first car you ever owned?
old Whippet,
Whoop it.
old Whippet. And
What year was it?
Well, I don't really know. It must have been something in the 40s, somewhere in maybe the 40s.
They made whippets in the 40s?
Now, I'd have to recall that because I don't know what year. I first drove a little A model Ford. The 26 model had a gear different than the others.
Yeah.
And you had one that you had to let your clutch out like this by hand,
Mm-hmm.
like it was letting off the
Emergency brake.
emergency brake.
Yeah.
But the other you didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
That's where I like to kill Howard Newman. I was going to drive a Chevrolet car, and that day he was sitting in the yard, and Howard he got in the car and he's looking out like this out the door.
How old was he then?
Howard was
Just a baby, huh?
Yeah, just a baby. And he fell out when I went across the where they graded out in the front yard, out in the ditch, And when it wallowed like that, he fell out, and I didn't know it. And I scraped the hair off the side of his head with a tire.
Tell also about, tell your sister and brother's name and who they married.
O-R-L. And then,
What?
well, Joe and Stella married, Stella Newman.
Joe Newman.
Joe Newman married and Stella married. And they had their family. Howard was the first kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Stella, was
Sure.
Stella the oldest or RL?
R.L. was, he lived up at the old man Fulbright's in a little house up there.
What was his wife's name?
Esty.
Esty.
She was a Scroggins before
Yeah.
she married R.L. But they did real well because R.L. was a good worker.
He worked at the enamel plant, wasn't it?
He worked at WPA at that time.
Yeah.
He got a WPA job. But R.L. tried hard to make a living and did real well considering everything that he had to work with.
And he died at the age of what?
Well, he died in his 40s because he was working on a job that I was just finishing when we went to California.
I thought he was in his 50s.
Huh?
Was it 40 or 50?
Well,
I would say he was in his early
he was 40 something. He was in his 40s
Yeah.
because
Had a heart attack, didn't he?
had a heart attack in a ditch there.
And then it was Becky after him,
Yeah, well, yeah,
or Stella?
no. Stella died first.
I mean,
Becky died first.
Well, Becky was the next in
Becky
line.
died first.
She was the next to RL and H.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
she married Jim Carden, right?
Yeah. See, Jim always paid the bills at Becky, and he gave her that property.
Yeah.
And he didn't make it hard on her. It was his. He told the old judge it. Said it wasn't her fault, it was mine. And we're awful good about that.
Did she die with a heart attack or?
Well, really, I don't really know. She either that or high blood pressure or whatever. She could have been high blood
Maybe a
pressure.
stroke?
Yeah.
And then Stella. There's a lot of heart problems in the
every one of them
family.
had a case of heart problem.
Yeah, Stella. Did she die of a heart attack?
She died before Joe. She died just before. I believe before Joe died. I believe she did because I believe we buried her.
And then Howard, her boy, died with a heart attack.
Yeah.
Herman, did he die with a heart attack, or is he still living?
Oh, Herman still living.
Huh.
Yeah.
And then
They got a sister too. That's pretty bad shape.
Shirley, she's still around.
Now
isn't she?
Shirley, I was going to tell you about when she was born. The old house was it was a Gamble, old lady Gamble's house. It was so dirty and filthy that I undertook to clean it before the baby was born. Stella had the baby. And I had that house so wet that you couldn't have had the baby in it. She had to go to her sister-in-law to have the baby. I scrubbed it from one end to the other. But I couldn't get all dry. I couldn't dry it out.
And there was 4 kids, right?
Yeah.
R.L., Becky, Stella, and you.
Yeah. I was.
And then when did you met Mom? What about that?
Huh?
What about when you met Mom?
Well,
You was 19.
I'd always wanted to. I thought in my mind that if I found me a good woman, I'd marry her, so I'd have a home.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with Merle. I'd seen Merle before, but I was sitting over. James Kelly was sitting on the porch with me down below Walt Varnell, and Merle and her sisters were out playing ball in front of the house. I looked over and I says, "There's my girl." It's like that to James, and James says, "Oh, I'll beat you time on that." And so I went over there that night, and I ventured in and got to playing ball with them. And she just fell in love with me, I reckon, and that's the first time I kissed her. I kissed her before she left. Before I left. But she took a whooping for me. Her daddy whooped her because she come to see me when I was sick. I had pneumonia fever. And he just worked through that. And it wasn't long to him. I said, "Merle, we're going to have to get married. I want to get married." She didn't disagree, so we ran off to Ringo, Georgia, and got married on Saturday.
And that was
Only $12 and a half.
That was 1936, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. It didn't take much to get tied up.
And then shortly after that, your big baby boy was born.
That boy came 11 months. 11 months after we got married.
11 months.
11 months. Proud of it. I'll never forget them, the way them little eyes jumping and then Snoop come, and then Mama went to dressing you and him, her up, doll you up like a doll. She did make a lot of pictures like that. And we went. I went and bought a old Chevrolet car off of Lester Pull. I gave him $25 for it. And the thing, it knocks a little, but it'll still go. I keep oil in it. Drove it to work. We rented a place up in Fulbright, a little log cabin, real neat, a neat little thing. We rented that there and thought we'd be like it up around the country. And Mama would have to go to see her mother every day. I'd have to take her to her mother. But I did that and went to work, and then when I'd come after work, I'd go by there and pick her up again. And we did that for the longest. Back then, man, he moved every time the rent came due. And we went along with it because they just given us one room and all stuff like that. But we didn't actually get out on our own. But we got out on our own just after we had married. And Ma was going to kill herself because I was taking Merle away from her. And I said, "Well, Ma, we're going." And I backed the truck up, unloaded the stuff up. We went down Steele's garage, up over Steele's garage, or in a big room, great big room. We rented that.
Where's that, off Benton Pike?
No, right in front of Cards.
Oh, Cards.
Front of Cards. We rented that one room there, and Merle would wait to see, be sitting in the window watching me come in from the foundry. I was working at the foundry, I'll never forget that. We did fairly well. She'd make some good biscuits. Biscuits and gravy. She didn't know how to cook, nothing. When I married her, I taught her what I knew. It helped her.
Well, how long was that before Granddad died? Got killed.
Well, Maine died after when Bud was born.
I was 5-year-old.
Yeah, Bud was born there on Berry Street, and we lived in that house there. And when they come to the door, knocked on the door, I went to the door, and this guy from up Tassel knew me, and he said, "Jim," says, "Man got killed. We think it's him. We want you to go identify him, but don't tell your wife nothing about it." So I just told her I was going off this little while, and went up there to the mortuary and identified him. And they couldn't show him because his head wasn't nothing head left but his piece of his chin and his ear, one piece of ear. All the head, the skull, and everything was gone. So I told him just to fold it up, close the door.
Well, how did you know it was him?
I went by the scars on his legs. He had scars on his leg that I remember by seeing him undressed. And of course, he had his driving license though.
Oh, yeah.
But it was him. But May meant to do that, son.
Yeah.
The reason I say that, he told me, "I'm going to get out of this." James is having a little trouble at that time. They both had family trouble, and he said he was going to get out of it, and I didn't expect it like that. I didn't think about him. He wanted to go ahead intentionally. I believe he actually murdered himself.
Did he run a grader? Did he? Did he
On
work
a
for
great
the county?
maintainer, yeah, maintainer, yeah.
Did he drink his booze right on the job? Do you think?
No, Maine drank after he got off. He was a nipper. Just a little would make him drunk. Just the smell of the bottle would make him drunk. That's right.
Wow.
And what his trouble was, I talked to Ma Sears, and I tried to help her. I said, "Ma, don't you pour his whiskey out no more, and you let him bring it in if he wants to bring it by the gallon and set it on that feeding table." I said, "The kids know that he drank." And I said, "You'll conquer him a whole lot quicker that way. He'll get ashamed of himself." And she'd say, "Go pour it out just as soon as you come in." As soon as you come in.
Yeah, that's.
Maine was one of the best workers he picked up a tool.
Tell a little about him hunting when you go hunting with him. He was about the only one that I remember or could tell them stories because
What now?
about hunting.
Hunting.
Yeah, when you go rabbit hunting, some of the things it's
Well,
about him possum hunting. I remember him bringing the possums in, and
well, it's kind of funny in a way, but the Lord moved on me in behalf of that. John Bowman's pasture out there behind his farm. We found guinea eggs out there, and we had to things like that during the Depression to eat.
Yeah.
We'd get lard dog and poke salad and watercresses and things like that to put together and make a vegetable. Then we'd have them eggs, guinea eggs, turkey eggs. So that's what happened to me when I received the baptism of the Holy Ghost. The Lord wanted me to testify about that. And I thought, sure, I'd never do it. I thought, I can't do that. But when I got willing to testify about stealing the eggs, I went to John Bowman myself and called him back there. I was feeding him every morning. And I said, John, I said, Mr. Bowman, I says, I've been getting some eggs off your farm. I says, didn't think much about it till I got saved. And I said, and the Lord put it on my heart to make it right. And he says, Jim, I'm proud you see as you're living a Christian life. I said, you don't owe me nothing. Just like that. But that was easy. But when I got to church, the Lord said, testify. All the people. I could not, I thought, do that to save my life. But I stood up behind that rostrum, told them about getting those eggs, about making it right before the Lord to give me a baptism. And then I was baptized. That very evening, the Lord baptized me.
What year was that?
Well, I don't know recall the year. That was at the East Cleveland Church.
East Cleveland Church?
East Cleveland Church.
What
I know when I was sanctified holy.
Yeah.
I sanctified. It felt like water run down from my head to the bottom of my feet. It was like that.
Yeah.
I couldn't quit laughing. Joy came over me that was unspeakable.
Amen.
Yeah. I remember.
Tell about what I was getting at a while ago about Grandpa being a Daniel Boone. You was always telling me about him.
Oh, well, I'll tell you, he
possums and
Maine was one of the best hunters there was in the Bradley County. We could go out at John Bowman's, in front of John Bowman's, all that land leading there about where Thompson's church is. That's where we hunted. Maine would walk, I'd carry the gun. I was the one that was down in the boom. And, I'd carry the gun and he'd see a rabbit sitting in a bunch of grass. And he'd say, it's there in certain place, and tell me where it was. And I just take his nose off.
you carrying a 22?
No, shotgun.
Shotgun and shoot his nose off?
Yeah, take his nose off. I'd take his nose off just as quick as a finger.
Oh man.
And I'd always, that's all I heard about him was just taking his nose off. And they jumped about sky high. We got 9 rabbits in front of John Bowman's out there one morning. And but Maine was
What about his possums? What did he do when he go up to a tree?
well,
And then in the
Possum.
daytime?
possum, yeah. See, he had these trees all spotted in the Bowman's field and all in there, with holes in them in the trees. And he just climbed out there, regardless of where it had poison oak, whatever it is. He could eat poison oak. But he'd climb that tree and then he'd just reach over in there and get a hold of that possum and bring it out and throw it down there, and I'd put it in a sack. And one day he said, there's another in here, Jim. And I put this in the sack, and when he dropped that other one, I had to get it. And there I had both of them out of the sack. I never forget
How
that.
did he keep from getting bit?
Some way, and I don't know the secret about that, but I've seen him just reach over in there and get that possum in, and it must have backed off from him. It must have been scared of him than he was of it.
Huh.
Because he just reached in there and get that thing, boy. Yeah.
And he put them in chicken coops, wasn't it, at that time of and feed them,
Yeah, he fed them corn, cleaned them out.
clean them out to eat.
But same way about a fish. When he'd grab them for a fish, he'd go under the bank, mud turtle,
Snake.
snake, anything, he'd bring it out. He'd throw it out on the bank.
Oh man.
And but he was the best about a mud turtle or anything. Now those snappers, they'll get you. But he just reach in there and get that thing can come out before you even know it.
Is Tom kind of like him about hunting?
But Tom's a hunter like him, but Tom's different type. Tom's a runner.
Yeah, he always.
Yeah, if a dog jumped a rabbit right here, Tom will try to hit it off over the hill right there.
Instead of letting the dog work.
Yeah, still letting the dog. But Maine was different. I was going to tell you what happened in Maine. We was out there at Bowman's, and I looked down below me, and there was a rabbit. It was right down below me. And the cock, to twist my arm up here and look down that barrel and shoot that rabbit that you're going to shoot his head off. I shot, but I shot where he'd been. That rabbit took off. I was scared him to death. And I seen he was scared, so I laid the gun down and I started running after it. Thought I'd catch it. Man, he just had so much fun out. He laughed, and he's still laughing about me running that rabbit.
What did Ma? How did she cook the possums when we eat them?
Well, she bakes them, son. She parboiled them and then baked them, see.
And put potatoes.
Put potatoes,
Sweet
and sage, and
I know it was real good.
Put hot pepper around them. And now a possum's not really that dirty. I mean, they go with what goeth in that fouleth is what comes out. And a possum's cleaner than you think. I mean, and as far as eating it,
It's real greasy though, isn't it?
yeah, they're greasy. We eat a groundhog one day, man, and fixed it.
Huh.
Well, a possum is about as sweet of a meat as you ever eat.
Huh.
Yeah. They got just twixt in between the lean and the greasy to take care of it. But that grease runs in them mashed potatoes and sweet potatoes.
Boy, they make them good, don't they?
Oh, it makes me good.
How long has it been since you eat a possum, Dad?
Miss Rowe went and cooked me a whole one when I lived on top of the hill.
Oh.
Yeah.
Another thing about that, you told me once about a soft-shelled turtle. Remember we?
Well, there's one we were seining. I was scaring for no, I was pulling the seine. Old man Sellers lived top of the hill here, over on there, above Benbank. Old man Sellers came by one morning and says, "Man, let's go seine and gravel some." Well, there they went, and we went, and I was pulling the seine. Maine was scaring, and the old man Sellers reached his arm under a bank that had washed out, and he said, "Man, I can't reach these hard shell." So Maine got down on his knees and reached back there to get them hard shells, and he brought them out. Well, while he was down there, something moved in the sandbar on him, and it was a great big old soft shell mud turtle with his legs that long and like this, and bill, neck and bill like that, and but he got him out, and I never got him in the sack.
They fight with all they got. Don't
Oh
they?
yeah, definitely.
What about the meat on them? That's what I was.
Just as neat as the whistle. There's 9 kinds of different meat in it.
That's what you were saying.
9 times. See, all you do, you just take and peel him out of the hull,
Of the shell.
the shell. Just cut him out, just like that. And you have some of the finest, I say, like a lamb chop,
Yeah.
a lamb
Uh-huh.
ham. That's what it looks like. It looks like a piece of lamb leg or whatever.
Or does it remind you of lobster any?
No,
Without being
no,
white?
no.
It doesn't?
But it does, it's just, it's a good piece of meat, really, boy. You eat your heart out when you're hungry.
Huh. Well, you're getting tired now,
You,
man.
you know what you need, you need to, go around where, like a park where kids are fishing and catching crawfish.
Yeah.
Buy you about a 30 or 40 of them.
Crawfish?
Crawfish. You take them home and heat your water, crawling hot. And you just throw them all out, you wash them, and then you just throw them in there and let them cook. They'll cook in there just like a lobster.
Uh-huh.
Then you just cut the tail off. Cut the tail off up again like that. And peel the outside off. You got one of the finest pieces of meat you ever eat.
Huh. I've never eaten any of that either.
It's good. I mean, I eat 25 of them
25.
for myself. Yeah.
Oh boy. I was, I remember we frog hunted a lot. Them frogs are good too, ain't they?
Yeah.
Frog legs.
Frog legs is good. Bud brought he got a bunch of frogs. I didn't know how he got them until later. But he went to this lake where the lake is froze over,
Yeah.
and it froze the
Frogs.
frog legs. It froze them. They couldn't get away. So you just put them in the bucket.
They, a friend of ours out there in California, in fact, the guy that works for me, he says him and his mother go frogging out there, and it's coming up pretty soon. He's gonna get me some frog legs, he said.
Yeah. But they're good meat. Good eating.
Yeah. You just deep fry them, or do you just fry them in a?
Well, I'll tell you, if you ever do it yourself, you have to cut a little cord, the inside cord of a frog leg.
Yeah,
The
keep it.
one that looks like it draws like that.
Uh-huh.
That's where you're jumping in a frog.
Huh.
That's what makes it jump. It's like a bandage string. So just clip that, and then he won't do it no more.
Oh.
Always remember that.
Oh. Yeah. Well, put it in gear to it.
Neutral?
Try.
Here's a lot for sounds you do. Let me call him. It's just a lot easier. Stop. 479 451. Look at this biggie over here.
she didn't want to get married.
How long has it been that you and Charles? Has it been
12 years. I can't remember. Now, Charles Hay. Did he die? I don't remember stuff, back years ago. I can't remember.
He probably lives in Nashville, I guess, or something.
He had a daughter.
She's still at home.
Is she?
She's like yours. She's
How
still
old is she?
But I'm praying for her. I'm praying for her now.
We're praying that they find somebody.
Yes, yes. Well, she goes to Kentucky every weekend.
Oh, this is.
Yeah, if she's not there, he's down here, so I usually say,
So
well,
she's
going
got
up
somebody,
there.
maybe.
Yeah, well, I hope so.
Well, we don't have any
You're
prospects.
praying hard.
How old is she?
She is 32.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
They're still
And still at home.
Don't get me.
Who are you getting now?
You get me all the time.
I got you.
Got you.
Oh, I'd like to have a camera.
You got a camera.
So what are you afraid of?
She's afraid that they might
commitment?
change her.
Yeah, but I mean,
Are you having fun now without that?
yeah,
You don't get lonely.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I was married, I'd probably get lonely
You'd still be
too.
lonely. Yeah. I heard that today on the, something, on the, I keep, the, Moody Brock.
Here comes telephone. Bart. Go ahead.
Don't seem real, he's so big.
Yeah, I know it.
I know you can't hardly believe it.
Yeah, I can. Is he taller than Papa? Like Papa's front, probably, huh? Yeah. Anything bad? We probably can't stand very long. We're a little bit early, aren't we? When's it start?
11.
Well, by the time we get there, it won't be that early.
No.
We just won't go in.
You gonna drive down there?
Is she going with you?
Mm-mm.
She that bad?
Yeah.
We've got to be honest.
Can't you carry this? That's food.
Him already left.
Bless you. Bless you. Don't sneeze on the table. Would you quit backing up? You see Jimmy and you Jimmy, get in here. Jimmy, go sit down and eat.
Dusty. Dusty.
Good girl. Look here, JJ. Like a little pearl. I like this girl. Yeah, I do. She's a sweetheart. You look so pretty today. Did you? Your dress is pretty with your blue eyes. You want to be my girl today? Take her home with you. Okay, I will, man. I will. She likes to play with Shannon.
Is that good, Sarah? Hey, Sarah. Sarah,
He doesn't want you to.
what are you doing?
He's gonna squirm now.
You're gonna cry.
Smooch on him, Josh. He'll start that squirm. Say, kiss on him.
It's that my thing. I'll be wedge on you, Josh.
Yeah, right.
I know where those.
I wiped it back on.
We can eat breakfast.
Yeah,
She said,
when you're married, you go to
just men. I thought she just wanted to get out of going more than a few minutes.
Oh, $2 a page.
Now do it.
You've been here 2 years. Karen, you still eating?
Hey, Granny, hold it. You're too young.
I think I might be coming.
Hey, Granny, hold it, okay?
A minute.
It's ticklish. Stop.
I eat and then go right back.
You don't have what you quiet, if you're gonna start sleeping. Not as good as usual.
I got 4 more, sorry about it.
Well, he could make those things, you can go to the store and come back and have them homemade. Well, they'll still be slats, he could, every one of those pieces in
Well, it
there.
takes all day to make, nearly all day to make 2 of them.
Have you ever tried, you've
I went
got
to store one
the
day,
saw, have you
one
ever
day.
tried to, on the saw, to cut
They had
those, you know,
interview over
slice
there
it
this morning.
like that, and
You
then
need a
bend it
hundred.
over in one piece.
Look in the bathroom, there's some in that
No,
basket.
you need more because you're using.
Are you looking,
12 inch.
taking my picture
Yeah.
on to run a
Yeah, you could.
They make them, what you call them, the bone up.
Oh, look at
I
that.
still got the same clothes.
Look at water. What up?
Maybe a little lower now. No, I don't think
Oh,
so.
that was warm when it did the first minute.
103.
Really hot.
102, 103.
Hey, you can watch that thing.
505.
It's a little bit hot and then seems to, I got my hair done. He did start
I
yelling.
don't know where I put baby and give you something around over.
I know. You don't have no bathing beauty in it.
Amanda goes.
Oh, sweetheart, get up there, baby. Take my name. Hey, that's the way to go.
Oh, watch it. Amanda, come right here, you put your feet in.
It's hot, babe. Step up on the step.
Hey, bud, you want any yet? You need any with me?
If I had a baby, I would. You don't think it'd be too hot for you? Is it hot on your feet? Up on your body, it might be. Huh?
It's pretty good. I didn't think I could take that hot water.
You know, I really hated
I thought they were lying to me, which I was so doped up after surgery. I didn't know what was, if I was coming or
She
going.
said
They
something-
kept
she asked
talking
me
about
about the
pictures,
pictures.
and I said, girls.
I said, well, good news is that you're doing fine. I said, bad news is we ain't got no pictures.
Them comes one else.
Hey, how about cards are pretty?
Thank you.
They can all see you sleeping.
She was bigger
She'll
than,
just lay there.
she's bigger than Tommy's baby.
Tommy said hers was
Carol
8'12".
Mercedes, can you see her?
You see my ugly little
No,
back
he's
jowls?
smaller, I mean.
Yeah, she's,
He said
well, when I
that's the
took
only
her to Dr.
Mercedes
Thursday,
he'd
she
ever
weighed
get.
8'10". She's small.
She's stretching.
I'm ready for my bed.
What's his name, Mac?
Her, Daddy.
Her,
Kara Mercedes.
Kara.
Kara Mercedes?
Like the car.
That's the only Mercedes you'll have, huh?
That's
That's
it.
right.
I didn't figure I could ever afford to buy.
This is where Mita and I lived when we first got married. We rented 2 rooms here. And go back on this porch was the bathroom. Right straight back through there was the bathroom. Two rooms. We were 17-year-old. This old house. We rented the apartment before we. Car must have been traveling at 130 mile an hour, they say, and went right straight through here, off the off-ramp. He just didn't even, he went right off the road and went right straight down through here, and that's where all them rocks are through. They said they traveled 477 feet, tumbling several times over and over, and out right over there on that hill where the reefs and the cross is. Killed 3 girls and 1 boy. And they must have been traveling right up through the off ramp. You can see, I'll go around here. It was going right up through where my car is, me just standing there. Coming off Highway 75, going into Cleveland right up through there, and he just didn't make it. I went right down this path. Looked like there's car tracks right there. And he went right down through there. Well, I was saying, he didn't have a chance. In a Corvette, Chevrolet Corvette. From this direction, from Chattanooga up through here, and right in here is where he went off the freeway, right through there. He was coming down Interstate 75. It's pretty deep down in there. Big rocks, that's what they said they found them on the rocks over there. Terry Renee Phillips, 18-year-old.
He can't walk down there.
Ask him.
You going with him?
Can we drive down there?
No, it's right down the hill here.
Behind the house.
It's blind. Who does that start?
These are all muscadines, white and pink, and the
Don't look at me.